Hello everybody, welcome. First house of the horoscope. Many people ask me, sir, I have a planet here. What effect it will give, good or bad? Or, sir, I don't have a planet here. What effect will come? If you also have this type of questions, I will answer your questions in this video today. Now, what is the first house? First house is the house which is on top of the horoscope, the square house. It is also called the Lagna or the Ascendant. Now we must understand Lagna is considered to be very important because it tells about the body of the person and the mind of the person, which means the health of the person. Whether the person will go abroad, the body itself has to go to foreign country for abroad settlement. And the mind, his attitude, behavior, thinking, how the person will behave in different situations, what the person will be attached to more. All these things this house will tell us. We have to check only two things in this house. Number one, there will be some number written. The house will always be the first house, but the number there written can be from 1 to 12. And second thing is, we have to check the planet. So the number, first of all, whatever number is written in this house is also called the Lagna or the Ascendant. So whatever number is written there is the Rashi, and that Rashi will become the ascendant of the person. For example, if number 1 is there, then it is Aries ascendant. If number 2, then Taurus, and so on the list as is given there. And there will be a planet which will be Lord of this Rashi. We must know that. So Lords of every Rashi is also written here. If 1 is written in the Lagna, then you will find if you go anti-clockwise, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this will be written. If 3 is written, for example, then you will have 4, 5, 6, 7 anti-clockwise written up to 12 and then 1 and 2 again. This number will tell you what your ascendant is, and the lord of this sign will be the ascendant lord. Please remember, this is different from your moon sign or Rashi or the sun sign. It is the Lagna we are talking about. Now, second condition is the planets there. Now, what no one talks about is that this house is going to have an impact on the seventh house, which is right opposite it. And planets in the seventh house will have an impact on the Lagna. So, first of all, whenever you begin to check a horoscope, check these two together. How to understand this? Consider the Lagna or the ascendant as the king. So, the planet in the first house becomes the king of the horoscope, king of all planets. And the seventh house, right opposite, is considered the minister of the king. Now, naturally, we know in a kingdom, if there is one king and more number of ministers, one or more, then it is good. But if there is a king and there is no minister, then how will the king perform? So, if there is a planet in the Lagna and there is no planet in the seventh house, in that case, the planet in the first house is going to face problems, and seventh house regarding problems, which is regarding the marriage, there can be an issue, or it can happen that after the person gets married, within next 3 years, the person will face some or the other problem connected to the planet in the Lagna. Now, if there are more number of planets in the Lagna, let us say 3 or 4 planets, and only one planet in the seventh house, then the planet in the seventh house will be the only minister who will have a lot of kings above him. So now he can't perform and he will face problems. Say whatever, for example, if Ketu is there, then there may be problem regarding the childbirth, especially regarding the male children or the son. If there is one planet in the 11th, that is only one king, and 3, 4 planets in seventh house, 2 or 3, it is good. One king having a lot of ministers, it is considered good. If there is no planet in the Lagna, no planet in the seventh house, then we have to take the Rashi lords. Next thing you check is this house has got 4 walls, the boundaries of this house, and the houses adjoining these 4 walls, which are the second house, fourth house, 10th house, and 12th house. Now, in these houses, you have to check especially 2 planets. If Saturn is in Lagna or Moon is in Lagna, and the other Saturn or Moon is in the 4th houses adjoining, then the person should avoid eating cold food because it can give health problems to the person. Now, the next thing comes, how do we go scientifically calculating the effect on the person of the Lagna? So, take the Lagna. There can be a planet there, there can be no planet there. Now, if there is no planet, in this house, take the Rashi number and the Lord. For example, if number 1 is written here, then take Mars. Wherever Mars is placed in the horoscope, that connection will be made. For example, if Mars is in house number 5, then we will say it is house number 1 plus 5 which is acting. Similarly, let us say if the Lord of the 5th house is in the Lagna, then also we will say that house number 1 plus 5 is acting. So, how they give effect? If the Ascendant Lord is in the second house, which is the house of money, close family, or the second Lord is in first house, then you will have 1 plus 2, which implies the person will be very attached to his family. How much attached the other planets in the Dashantar Dasha will tell. Person will make a lot of efforts towards earning money. Now, all of us make efforts, but in this case, this person will be specially making efforts to earn money. If it is in the third house, the Lord of the Lagna or third Lord is in the Lagna, then you have a connection of 1 plus 3, which implies this person will work very hard. Will the person have travels or not? The person can be attached to IT, media, communication, writing, printing press, writing books, author, newspapers, etc. And the person can be attached to the younger brothers or sisters. How much the effect will be good or bad, again will be decided by other planets. Similarly, if the Lord of the Lagna is in fourth house or the fourth Lord is in the Lagna, then you will have 1 plus 4, which implies how much is this person attached to his mother, his property, his house, his vehicle, education, agriculture. The person's life may be revolving around these things. Similarly, we have a connection between 1 and 5. It will show how much the person is attached to his children, how much he wants to do love affair, how much he wants to invest in stock market, etc. How much the person is in the field of art and creativity, like is he an actor, actresses, musician, singer, dancer, painter, or is the person into sports or doing some work connected to sports? His life is going to revolve around those things in the Dashantar Dasha of this planet. Now, if there is a connection between 1 and 6, that is a lot of Lagna is in 6th house or 6th Lord is in Lagna. Now, 6th house gives us illnesses. So, this Dashantar Dasha can give the person illness. What happens if the Lord of the Lagna is in the 7th house or the 7th house Lord is in the Lagna? Now, normally people say that a Lord in 7th house will aspect its own sign and will become good. It will not be so. Most likely that planet will give bad effects. Lord of the Lagna in 8th or 8th Lord in the Lagna, 8th house is the house of pain, accidents and all it can give. But there are positive things also, that the person will get interested in occult studies like astrology, etc. The person can be an industrialist or working in an industry. The person can be working in defense, security forces, Army, Navy, Air Force, Police, BSF, etc., or in surgery or in insurance related works. If there is a connection to the ninth house, Lord of the Lagna is in ninth or ninth Lord is in the Lagna, then how much the person is attached to his father, how lucky he feels. His health will be good here. The person will have long travels. The person may be interested in religion, or the person may be connected to higher education, or may be working in those fields. His life will go around one of these things. Lord of the Lagna is in 10th house, or 10th Lord is in the Lagna. The person will work towards increasing its status, getting a promotion. Person will become very ambitious. And if you see this combination repeating in many planets, you will find that the person is going to be very, very ambitious. If the Lord of the Lagna is in the 11th house, it is the best house of the horoscope. Okay, so good health and everything good, popularity, lot of friends, working in charitable organization, everything good comes to the person. If Ascendant Lord is in the 12th house, 12th house is the house of foreign expenses, abroad, etc. Now here the person can go abroad or settle abroad also. And the person will do a lot of expenses or not depending on which planet is there. The person can fall ill and go to hospital also. Basically, what is happening is he is going away from his comfortable environment and going to some remote place. Those kind of things will happen. Now, what happens if there is a specific planet in the Lagna? Different planets will give different results. But generally, for most of the horoscopes, we will find that Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, and Ketu are likely to give good results when in the ascendant of the first house for most of the people. The remaining three, that is Venus, Saturn, and Rahu, are likely to give bad effects to most of the people. Now, Sun, when it is there in the Kalpurush Kundli, it will be exalted in the first house. So, can give good results regarding the government and all. If Sun and Mercury together are there, then the person is very likely to get a government job. If there are other combinations like Mars and Ketu are there, the person will be very brave. And so, different combinations will happen. But one thing is sure that if Sun is in the Lagna, you have, say, Sun in the Lagna, which will mean that you would be born in the morning. If you have planets like Saturn, Rahu, Ketu in the Lagna, then it can give you mole on your face. Where the mole will be, here, here, or here, if you divide in three parts, approximately the degree of the planet is going to tell. Say the degree of the planet is 0 to 10 degrees, then the mole is likely to be in the upper one third. If 10 to 20 degrees, then here. If 20 to 30 degrees, then here. This is generally as we calculate where the mole is going to be, and left or right will depend on the sign which is present of the face where the mole is going to be. So I hope you would have understood this. Please remember, it's very easy. You just have to connect the houses and you will start getting all results in your horoscope. And if you want to know more about this, please let me know in the comment box. So see you in the next video. Thank you.